We're fighters here, not...
Polished armament.
Speak your mind.
What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
Polished armor means you haven't...
Sworn to war?
The heat's as deadly as the Jotun and the Spartans. Yes?
We're fighters here, not... The heat's as deadly as the Jotun and the spiders. The heights of Menethir. Dust, dense and
Sworn to war?
Now who's this? A fresh face is a welcome thing. It's right beside me. The work's open to... Oh, you want that contract, do you? Now you guard these ghastly things closely. Mind you, they're not suited for combat. They're for surgery and unnaturally sharp. Ah, with the Jotun and the kobolds, we just haven't had time to burn them out. Fine work you've done. All right now.
Greetings. We see few enough strangers in Ironfair.
The carver made by the morning what takes the cycles centuries to shape. He bored holes in the red marches and chiseled the spine in the Ulceron. Echoes rang through the canyons of Menethir. He gouged the hollow lands and then left it barren.
Is ours.
Rattlesnake was a vain and ugly creature. He crawled in dark places and avoided the other desert animals. He was lonely but refused to act like it. One day, while sitting under a rock and wishing to be happy, he saw a desert runner sprinting past. "Wait," it called to the bird. "I have a favor to ask of you." Desert Runner stopped. She had never heard Rattlesnake speak before. His voice was a slow, nasty hiss, and that greatly disturbed Desert Runner. "Please, Desert Runner, my voice is harsh, and yours is so pretty. You are so fast and so much braver than me. Can you bring me a voice like yours?" Desert Runner thought for a moment and then said, "I will lend you some of my voice and put it in your tail. That is why the rattlesnake clicks."
Issa met Olm. They embraced each other, and in stillness enveloped the darkened land. Where one sang, the other danced, and they sang thus. "We are Issa, and Own danced. We are Own, and Issa danced. I am the summer's dawn, and Own bowed. I am the morning winter, and Issa bowed. This thing is something, and Own wept. Naught of naught, and Issa wept.
Hold right there, newcomer. I welcome you to Edessa, but before you enter, I must catalogue your visit. Please answer the questions as truthfully as possible. It's imperative that our tallies be accurate. Now, what brings you to Edessa? Yes, well, at least you look more put together than some of the people that came here before you. Poor sods. With any luck, your errands go without incident. Now, where have you come to Edessa from? Excuse my rudeness. I am Senar Bruges, Tallier second class to the Domus Politica. My purpose is to sort those that come to Edessa, to welcome them to the city while maintaining the delicate balance we gnomes have achieved. For Morris Hughes? You mean to say you've come from Alistar? Yes, I see it now. They were wrong about your nose, but you match the description of the one I was to look out for. We can dispense with the remainder of my questions. You are free to enter Edessa. Sandstone Villa will serve as your lodgings. Temporarily. This is rare, newcomer. Very rare. If I can speak frankly, I'm not sure this is the blessing you take it to be. True, you have been saved from the squalid lodgings of the Hospitalis quarters. But Sandstone Villa is reserved for, well, it is not my place to speak of it. This key will provide you with access to the villa. You would do well to be very aware of your surroundings, stranger. Now, good day. Yes, go on.
What? What?
Well, look at you. I've waited so long for these. There are some things you simply cannot do with ordinary blades. Beautiful, exquisite things. Very well. Well, look at you. What?
The heat's as deadly as the Jute.
We're fighters here, not toy soldiers.
We see few enough.
Too much sand in the air and old things lying about to have dead. Why, that's a shame. I'd say I'm sure he'll be missed. But he's from Whitestone, so you never know. And that's his walking staff there. I'll take that. Job well done. When there are open jobs, and there's good all right now.
We see few enough strangers. Rotting hell, the sun is...
Ah, and the footfalls of another wayfarer grace our ears. I'm delighted. I don't suppose you're traveling through Galette, are you? If so, I would not look too hard for anyone. There is not much left to find. Yes, we are pilgrims of a sort. Missionaries might be a more appropriate label. We serve our God and follow his will. It was quite a miracle. A number of my order, all drawn by common faith, came to the village, and we showed them salvation. There was fire and blood and screaming, yes, much screaming, but all for the glory of the great Balin. Praise be to him. We liberated them, man and woman, Alfar and human. We have delivered them to Balin, to his paradise. In exchange, our coven will welcome the slumbering Titan, Balin's beloved servitor, into these lands. But worry not, for right now we will show you paradise. The demons defile the land. The burnt skin of the world glows red with suffering. It is the deep gloam, and a pallor of death settles on the people of Amalur. Fires rage across the wastes. The only sound is whispered laughter. As the embers cool and a wind blows across the desert, life once more erupts from the husk of the earth, and the struggle begins. They formed as beams of light amidst darkness. We saw it. The eternal clash between the structures of order and shadows of chaos. Slowly, despite their struggles, the war gave way to the grass and the sway of trees in the breeze. The land was cursed by the plague brought on by the Niskaru, but life gives way to death, as death will birth new life.
Time to bloody my
The withering war swept across the land. Seelie and Unseelie fought each other. The House of Valor was abandoned for the battlefields of Esau and On. Engard battled hordes as the warriors of Valor thrived on the plains of Erethel. The storm grew as they joined the war, and the Seelie threw back the invaders.
There isn't much shade in the arena. These daggers need some extra punch. Weavy, what would you recommend?
Well, hello there. Are you suffering from anything, warrior? Festering wound?
Hey there, stranger. You look like you've seen some combat. Care to take a look at that?
Welcome. Any socketed gems I can remove?
Can't wait to stab some fool. Greetings, Wanderer. You there! The arena needs another competitor to round out the next match. The tournament can't go on until we have a leader for the Crows. If you trust in your fighting skills, there are vast riches to be won here at Valor Arena. Well, as I said, the arena needs another fighter to start the next match. What do you say? You look like you could hold your own in a fight? That's the spirit. I hereby induct you into Valor Arena as the leader of the Crows. Your first opponents will be Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Your team's already waiting for you in the Gladiator Pit. Head down the walkway when you're ready. Head down into the pit when you're ready to begin.
Well met. So you're the new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. Let one of us know when you're ready. You will have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. Very well. Lead the way. Time to kick their teeth in. Welcome one, welcome all to Valor Arena. Today we have the Crows, testing their worth against Remus Bloodhawk and his Marauders. Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors. That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. The Crows made it out alive against superior numbers. With crows like these, there's no doubt it's going to be an interesting tournament. Well met.
I'll admit I didn't expect you to come back. There's a reason no one was signing up. Remus is as experienced as they come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Jokul Fangard mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den. He's in the gambling den in the market. It's the only other building besides Champion's Manor. You can't miss it. I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Welcome, Gladiator.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting. The way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At any rate, take these. They'll serve you well. Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan, in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little longer.
Almost time for my match. Greetings, Wanderer. Ready for another? All right, so you did pretty well last time. Don't get cocky. It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for another match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users. Good. Join your team downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready. By the way, the champions made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you. I hope you know how to deal with spellcasters. They don't seem to be the most experienced fighters, but they're... I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
Ale. I have to prepare for those mages. Ale to drink. Let me know if you need me in the next... I'll be right out. Just gonna finish my drink.
What do you want to know?
Have you ever fought a mage before? If you let them stay at range, they'll pulverize you. Interrupt their spellcasting if you can, and keep up. Let's go show them who the better team is.
I'll have your back out there. Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against the renowned Bodine Borg and his research team. Let's see if arcane theory can best cunning and experience. And so Borg and his band are defeated. Perhaps there's more to the Crow's new leader than meets the eye. Speak to Jakin to receive your rewards, Gladiator. I'll have your back out there.
So you're good at manhandling magicians as well. Good. Let's see how long you can keep this up. Here's your money. You deserve every coin. And Jokel asked me to pass these along. Let me know when you're ready for the next match. You're up against Brogan Adair and the Wolf Pack. And so is Brogan Adair and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this started. And so is Brogan Adair. Good luck out there, Gladiator.
Ale. Oh, I hate archers. Right behind you, lead the way. If you can get up, normally they're high. At least we're fighting them out in the open. Let's go show them who
Give it everything I've got.
You've seen the Crows handle magicians and their parlor tricks, but there's no trick error in Team Brogan's quiver. Let the battle begin! And the Crow's streak continues, ladies and gentlemen. This is turning out to be a very exciting tournament indeed. Gladiators, speak to Jakin to collect your rewards. I'm exactly as old as I need to be.
Looks like you're starting to make an impression. The fans have been asking me about you. Heard a rumor your fights are moving a lot of money in the betting scene. None of the gamblers expected you'd last. Except Jokul, perhaps. He left me these to give you. Oh, and this is exciting. The champ mentioned he wanted to see you. I hope you remain well, Gladiator. The champion wants to see you. His team hasn't had a new member since he became champion, so you'd be the first. Look at you, really climbing the ladder. Head to Champion's Manor in the market, Gladiator. Tia Magnus wants to speak to you. Good luck out there, Gladiator.
Don't touch anything in here. All of it is priceless.
Good. You're here. Welcome. I'm your Grand Champion. You're doing well. The fans love you. I love you. You're making this arena a lot of money. But you put me in a bit of a fix. There have been some fairly well-to-do people betting against your success in the gambling den. Now, some very important clients of mine are staring down a mountain of debt, and I want you to help us fix this. I want you to fight a match alone. Advertising that handicap will generate bets against your success. You'll win, of course, and I'll win my money back. Make no mistake, it'll be an easy match. I'll make sure of that. I just need you to tell Jakin you'll agree to the match. You do this for me, and I'll pay you double for the fight, and bring you onto my team. No more scrapping with Vigor and his goons. Good. Then we have a deal. I've arranged a special match for you against Mad Dog and his mad men. Head down to the pit now. I'll send word for the match to be made. You won't regret this. Indeed we are. You should close the door behind you on your way out.
Hail, warrior. He says he wants you to fight alone in the next match, right? Ha! Magnus wants you dead. What did he offer you? Money? A spot on the Lords of Valor? Both? Ha! There hasn't been a change to the Lords of Valor lineup since he brought them in. It's just a ruse. He wants you dead. With the way you fight, he figures he needs every advantage he can get. I'd wager he's going to bet against you. Again.
Are you ready for another? Gladiator, you're just in time. Your next match just came in and you're fighting alone. Head down to the pit when you're ready. Good luck again, warrior. Good. Then head down to the... I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Valor Arena. We have a special treat for you in this next match of the tournament. At the champion's request, the leader of the Crows has agreed to fight the Madmen alone. Let's see if the most promising gladiator to date can defeat one of the arena's veteran teams. have it, foes. It would appear the crows have a formidable leader. Speak to Jakin for your reward, gladiator.
Greetings, Wanderer. I'd be surprised if anyone was betting against you at this point. You just chewed up 3 veterans like so much cud. Here's your share of the fight money. The champ sends his regards along with the coin. He says he wants to see you again. I think he likes you. Also, Jokul sent these greaves your way. I guess he's been right with you since the beginning. Good luck out there, gladiator.
Greetings, gladiator.
That match certainly did not end like I had intended it to. I'll admit that I underestimated your abilities. I had intended for you to die in there. In this place, subterfuge is the name of the game. I'm surprised you walked so willingly into my trap. Or did you? Then you know to trust no one. Especially not that pustule Jokul. I hope there's no bad blood between us after this. No harm, no foul, yes? You've deepened the debt of my friends, but perhaps you've assuaged their anger with your magnificent performance. Now get out of my house. It's time for my tea.
Your next opponents are Holden Lafayette and the Vipers, a team with eclectic strengths. Holden's team has fighters from almost every discipline of combat. Expect both ranged and up-close fighters. Are you ready for the match? Good. Head on down. Stock up on supplies or equipment in the market if you need to. It only gets tougher from here. Good luck. Good luck out there, gladiator.
I'll have your back out there.
This next fight, but it'll be me. Very well. Lead on. I have a spell prepared for the next.
I'll have your back out there. Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against Holden Lafayette and his Vipers. Let's see how the Crows deal with the Vipers' eclectic lineup. What in the world? Where did those sorcerers come from? Heads up, Crows. You've got trouble. And that's going to do it, folks. Looks like variety and surprise sorcerers did not a winning strategy make. The crows are victorious once again. I'll have your back now.
Hey, ease off the grim look, okay? I'm not the one who let those sorcerers into the fight. They came in with a contingent of the Valor Guards. Don't know what's harder to believe, that you just won 2 back-to-back matches, or that the champion had jeopardized the arena's integrity just so you'd lose. Who knows how many bets the gambling den has to throw out after that interruption? What a mess! What in blazes is Magnus thinking? Sure, here it is. And Jokal left you these. You got a moment before your next match? Take a rest. I hope you remain well, Gladiator. You haven't got a match right this moment, Gladiator. Come back in a little while. We'll have you fighting again in no time. It won't be for a moment yet. Magnus was hoping you could meet him behind the stairs in the market. He stressed that it is imperative you be there. Head to the market, to the arena. The champ wanted to see you again, Gladiator. Hail! The champion's not here, Gladiator. And if his plan worked, your friends are in a worse condition than you're about to be. He should be forcing them into the arena at spear point as we speak. Well, you might have a point there. I've seen you kill a small army's worth of people since this tournament began. I'll risk Magnus's ire. I doubt the champion will last long with you as an opponent, anyhow.
Welcome, Warrior.
Gladiator, where have you been? The champion has your entire team down in the arena. He's forced them into a match, and he's got trolls in there with him. I had someone steal a look at Agni's books. Guess who just dropped a wager against the crows to the tune of 100,000 gold pieces? Your friend and mine, Tyr Magnus. While you were out gallivanting, Magnus went down into the pit with a squad of guards and fought. I hope so.
Where have you been, Glad? The champ forced your team into the arena so quickly that we... Hurry! The crows are fighting for the... I hope you remain well, Gladiator.
Well, hello there. This is as force us.
Here comes the leader of the Crows, ladies and gentlemen. Arriving fashionably late, it appears. Will she be enough to turn the tide against the vicious troll?
This is incredible, ladies and gentlemen.
I present to you the survivors of that terrifying exhibition, the Crows. What can the champion possibly muster to throw against them in the next match? Remain in your seats, Valor fans. I'll have your back out there.
Magnus threw everything but the sun and the moon at you, and you still made it through. You've amazed and delighted us once again. No team of Crows has ever come close to your success. Here's your share of the prize, Gladiator. You've done it! You're in the final match! Make your preparations! I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
I hope you're well. Gladiator, hope you're ready to win.
Are you ready for this last match, Gladiator? You can bet the champion's got something particularly dreadful up his sleeve for this one. You've come a long way, my friend. When you first agreed to fight, I thought you and the Crows would end up bloody smears on the end of Remus Bloodhawk's sword. I'm glad you made it through. It's been great for business. This is it, Gladiator. You win this one, and the Crows become tournament champions. Head down to the pit when you're ready. This is it, Glad. Head down to the pit when you're ready. Good luck out there, Gladiator.
I'll have your back out there.
The next match is for the champions hired all kinds of fighters. I really have had quite a bit to drink. The Lords of Valor are a well-trained combination of warriors. That said, this is time to set the competition on fire.
I'll have your back out there. Here we are at last, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we've been waiting for. The team that wins this next match will be crowned tournament champions.
You did it, Gladiator! The champion threw everything at you and you bore it all with a grin. At least I think that's what that was. Jokal had this great sword to give you as a final reward. He also mentioned he wanted to speak to you about managing the arena. And finally, here's the key to the champion's manor. Take a rest, sit for a spell in the den. I'm sure that when you return, you'll find a new challenger waiting for you. Good luck in your future endeavors, champion.